Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A checking in from the second floor Pioneer Street Market, also known as PSF. And you're joining me for Kapehan night. Today is Coaching Tuesday here in Decaf Coffee Republic. Good evening, everyone. Okay, we're full house again. Naririnig niyo po yan, hindi po yan can sound. Totoo po silang mga taong humihinga, may puso, may kaluluwa, yan. At may buhay. Oh, at nagmamahal, pumapag-ibig. Oh, yung iba lang naiwan na, pero humahabol pa rin naman. Okay, so, hindi. Ay, eto, si Coach Mix hindi humahabol. Alright, so, magandang gabi. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for tuning in. If you're joining me for a live or you're watching this on a replay for tonight, we're gonna be talking about life tracking. Okay, I'm not sure if the term is familiar to you, but basically what it means is the way you track your life's progress, the way you track your life's present status, the way you track your life compared to where you want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, or in 15 years, okay? I know that you are familiar with time management, okay? Who are you have heard time management? Hello? So if you are a living being, okay, if you're normal, okay, time management, time tracking is very important, is very familiar to you, and you are always challenged to track your time and the way you use your time, the way you monitor things, okay? But I'm not sure if you are familiar or you are used to tracking your life. Okay, many people don't want to track their lives because life could be very complicated, life could be challenging, life could be difficult at times, or life could bring a lot of bad memories or difficult memories. Okay, so many people would just say, I want to live life each day. Sino nakarinig sa inyo ng gano'n? Diba? Yung live on a moment. Diba? YOLO. Diba? You only live once. Okay, so you live at the moment. Don't track it. Don't plan for it. Okay, while as a certified life coach, we believe that it is about the quest for results of the present, and the past is just a backdrop of how things would be. Okay, it is very important that we track our lives. Okay, and I'm gonna go through the benefits of life tracking tonight. So there are gonna be like 3 benefits that I want to share with you. Then prayerfully and hopefully at the end of my talk, you will all be convinced that life tracking will be beneficial to all of you. If you are watching live tonight and you're having some difficulty connecting with us, and there's a problem with the audio, we would appreciate if you could just message Rod. You can message us and tell us that there's a problem with the audio. There are a few people in the house that we're missing. We're missing the coaching couple, Coach Teen and Coach Sean. Good evening. Okay, so tomorrow Coach Teen and Coach Sean will be in the house, and they're going to be talking about Life Coaching 101, okay, creating values through life coaching. So if you are free tomorrow, please come over and join the coaching couple and learn from them basic fundamentals of life coaching. Also, tama ba, Coach Sen? You're having your Connected Women of Mandaluyong, but I believe it's also open to a lot and to all women. So kung babae ka, yan, kung babae ka, okay, bumababae, ibig sabihin, di ba, ramdam mong babae ka talaga, okay, join, especially if you are an entrepreneur, it would really be a great moment with Coach Celia tomorrow and the Connected Women of Mandaluyong, right over that you come over, self-love and self-care tomorrow by Coach Candy. So, in case, no, I don't want to say that wala kayong gagawin. What I wanted to encourage and invite all of you to do is to have really a time to invest for your own self, okay? When you come for a training, when you come for a learning, when you come for connections connections with women, connections with men, connections with other people or business people. You're not doing any other else a favor. You're doing the favor for yourself. Okay? Investment in learning, investment in yourself, investment in what you wanted to achieve in life is really the best investment you can do. No, I'm 46 years old, and every day of my life, one thing that I don't let go. Okay, one thing until today. Okay, regardless of how busy I would be, regardless if I'm on vacation, regardless if I'm in the hospital, learning is something that is really part of my routine. So if I'm not saying you're not busy tomorrow, but what I'm saying is I'm inviting you over to come over tomorrow night here at Decaf Coffee Republic, and we've got back-to-back events that a lot of you would truly benefit. So you want to learn more about coaching, join the coaching couple. If you wanna, pag pumapag-ibig ba to? Sarili, okay. It's all about yourself. Tama ba? Oo, self to eh. Okay, if it is a moment that you wanna spend time understanding more of the inner you, okay, the person inside of you, Coach Candy, okay? And for those of you who are entrepreneur out there and you wanna go connect with other women, okay, there's supposed to be no specific agenda. Tama, no, Coach? You just come over, okay? Normally, sila Coach Sel would have speaker, people who would share, but I've been TEDx speaker. Okay, tomorrow they're having a TEDx speaker. It would really be an opportunity for you to come over and join them live. Of course, it's different. Even if nagla-live sila, iba po pag nandito kayo live dito. Ibig sabihin on floor, hindi kayo FB. On a Wednesday lang color coding ako, kaya wala ako. But I really make it a point that I watch them online. And it's beautiful. So how much more kung nandito po kayo. So tomorrow, Wednesday, there's so much happening in the house. Alright. So if this is the first time that we are connecting, okay, if this is the first time that you are meeting me, you've never heard of me, and somebody just shared this with you, especially if you're watching on a replay, I'm Coach A. I'm a certified life coach, and there are two things that I do as a life coach. Number one, I empower people to be mentally fit so you can stay alive and live beautifully. My advocacy is mental wellness. I believe that people, regardless of your mental conditions, can live functionally, can live beautifully, and you can still be able to reach your goals and your dreams and your visions in life. Meaning, okay, your mental challenges is not a hindrance to you, okay, it's not a hindrance for you to achieve your goals, okay? In our country, this is common to Asian countries, that when they talk about mental illness, when they talk about mental health, they always refer it to may diferensya yung utak mo, okay? But I just came from a talk earlier, and I had a doctor with me, a psychiatrist beside me, and he talked about, and he confirmed indeed that it's not that when you are clinically ill or you have a clinical diagnosis relative to your mental condition, it doesn't mean that your well-being is not available. He said that even if you are clinically diagnosed of a mental sickness, you could still have a mental well-being, and which we have witnessed over and over in this community. So we are a community of certified life coaches in the house, and there's a lot of people here who would help you. It would be great if you could make an appointment with us, you can make an assessment with us, but if not, if you're so busy, you just come over, napadaan lang po kayo, or just you feel na bigla lang talaga naging available ka, or if you are in a season of your life that you believe you really need somebody to walk you through in this season of your life, please come over. There are a lot of certified life coaches in the house. Come without appointment. Our directors on floor are certified life coaches, and definitely they could really walk you through and help you professionally. Another thing that I do is I am the global partner for Asian region of the Life Coach Training Institute. And what we do is we offer life coach certification program here at the Function Hall of Decaf Coffee Republic. So if you are interested to join us in our profession and to be a life coach and a change agent, so we have people in the house that we are inviting over, si Arman, si Miko, si Claire. Okay, nasan pa yung mga papasok naming coaches dito? Si Janet, hinihintay namin. Prayerfully, si Jet, si Chris daw. Chris, tinuturo ka niya. Okay, so in case you are a naturally gifted coach, meaning you are the go-to person in your family, in your office, and you know in your heart, you know it. I mean, naturally gifted coaches, you don't even have to ask, am I a coach? Do I coach you? No, you don't have that. Naturally gifted coaches, you know exactly. We know it. We breathe it. We live it naturally. If you know that this is the season that you wanted to professionalize what you are doing, we invite you to come over and join us in the profession. We are the second fastest growing industry in the whole world today, next to IT, and we have a reason. There must be a reason why we are number 2, and we really would like to invite you to join and be part of our happy and thriving family. So where are the certified life coaches in the house? Marami po kami dito. Okay, and that's the beauty of you joining me here live. Okay, meaning live on floor, live episode, because you get to meet certified life coaches before the talk. You can also speak with them after my talk. So it's a beautiful engagement, and sometimes you've got to find this moment in your life where you wanna say to yourself, "Ako naman." Okay, how many times you've come to a moment wherein you know that you've given a lot to your family, you've given a lot to your community, you've given a lot to your office, you've given a lot to your relatives, and you just start feeling, so ano yung natira sa sarili ko? What is it for me? So, attending the talks, the community nights here at DCAP Cooperative Public, really our objective is to inspire you towards transformation, and transformation begins within you. So we invite you, please come over. And another thing, if you are an accidental coach, so sino ba yung accidental coach? If you are working and in your work, you are doing coaching. In your work, you are tasked to coach people. In your responsibility, maybe now in the company, you are handling people in a coaching, in a leadership capacity. We invite you, get the tools, get the skill, learn the skills, get the tools, be empowered with wisdom, be empowered with knowledge, and you start living the life that you always dream you could live, okay? Life coaching practically works with any other professions, okay? So we've got Sel is from the business industry. We've got a teacher, okay, a coach here is a teacher. We've got somebody from the hotelier, okay? I hope I pronounce it right, hotelier. Okay. Restaurant and hotel and restaurant management. Yun na po yun, HRM. Okay. Okay, and we've got a lawyer. Baka mali kasi, di ba? But we've got a lawyer in the house. We've got engineers in the house. We've got divers. Hindi po driver, divers. Okay, but we're drivers also. Drivers of people. We are also pusher of people here. Not drugs. Okay, we push people to transformation. So, we've been doing a lot of, I should say we've been doing and accomplishing a lot of great things in the house because we've been working with great people. Not because these people have a lot of accomplishments in life, but these are people who have a great heart for people. Let me repeat that. We've been accomplishing a lot of things in the house, not because we're great people and the banner is not on our head. We've been really accomplishing great things because we've been working with people with a great passion, with a great desire to help other people. And that makes it really a big and a huge difference, okay? I'm one of the owners, I'm the CEO and the chairman of this company, of this coffee shop. But you know, when I come here, I don't come here because I own the cafe, I own the business. I come here because this is our home. This is my home, okay? So when I come here, I don't work, okay? My coaching sessions, most of my training programs comes to you free. To me, it's not work. To me, it's like entertaining guests in the house. So when you come, it's just a beautiful night like tonight. So hopefully, prayerfully, one of these days, you come over, join us for a wonderful night with wonderful people. Who are wonderful people in the house? Meron ba? Check mo muna kung gising kasi mamaya tumatahimik na. Now, for many of you, no, so to all my friends, diba, may tao ba talaga? May tao po talaga. Kaya lang privacy nila yan. Kasi minsan lang po, no, let me just, disclaimer lang. Many times, may mga talks po, or hindi, actually lahat naman ata ganun sila, no? Pag towards mga gitna na or padulo na, they tend to be quiet. Oo. Medyo tumatama na po kasi kaya sila tahimik. Pero ibig pong sabihin nun, totoo pa rin yung sound, nandito pa rin sila. Okay? So I have a friend. Sabi niya, bakit ganun yung audience? Nawawala at hindi tinatapos. Sino may sabi sa'yo? Nagpipictorial kaya kami. So yung pictorial po namin, hindi po namin yung tinitake before. So makakala po ninyo, sinusubukan na namin sa simula. Hindi po, after po yan. Kaya lang tahimik na sila pag medyo dulo. Kasi alam niyo po yung shh, gaman, tumatama na, tahimik na sila. So, tama. So, ngayon kumakain pa po ng popcorn, umiinom ng kape, tapos mamaya po seryoso na sila, kaya wala na po silang boses. Oo, ganon. I want to take this moment also to say hello to Coach K. Your friend is here. So, hindi ko na babanggatin yung pangalan niya. Huwag yung ibuko, di ba? Your friend is here. Mag-isa lang siya, but we're happy to have him here, Coach K. Okay, and I want to take this moment also to extend our prayer to the family of Coach Melissa. Okay, Coach Melissa is going through something right now in her family. Coach Melissa, we have you in prayer in your family. May the Lord just guide you through and comfort you in this season. All right, so Moving on, it will do you good. Okay, you, hindi po ako. You good, okay, if you can pay it forward and share this talk to many people tonight. This is again one talk that I would encourage that you do some sharing. Now, in case you encountered technical difficulty in following us through, normally after the talk we upload an HD versions coming from YouTube, so you can also watch the replay through YouTube. Many people don't want the term life tracking because to them, okay, life tracking means you are putting limits, boundaries, and really a pressure to life's reality. So we have a guest right now. I've heard one of my guests said na, ano yun, I'm like at leap, tama ba yun? You throw it in the wind, a feather that you throw in the wind, and bahala na. No. Many people will say, alam mo, mas maganda yung you just allow things to flow. Alright? That you don't plan, you don't control things, and you just come with me. Okay? Well, to me, I coach people back to life of freedom, back to life of control, back to life of joy, happiness, and all. But really, I don't think you can live a fulfilled life if you cannot track what life is giving you and what you are giving back to life. Would you agree with me? If you can agree and if you can connect, please give me some emojis, okay? Guests on floor, nandyan pa naman kayo, so ngumiti na lang kayo. Yan, okay? So, kindatan nyo na lang ako. Diba? So, how? Okay lang tayo. Alright, so, okay, let's talk about your life tonight. Okay, your life. So not the life of your spouse, not the life of your children, not the life of other people, but your life. Okay? Without tracking your life, okay, you cannot progress. You cannot track your progress against your goals. Okay, so initially you have your dreams, and then you start having your vision, and then you starting having goals towards the achievement of your visions. Now, if you are not tracking of your life, okay, how do you track your progress now towards your goals? Okay, sino dito na interview na sa trabaho, or you have applied for a job? Okay. If you have applied for a job, most of the questions that you will be asked is, how do you see yourself 5 years from now? And I don't know, that's a very classic question. How do you see yourself 5 years from now? What is your long-term, or what's your long-term plan, short-term plan, right? So, that question is posting, okay, the reality that even your work, even your boss, even the workplace, your employer is interested to know, how do you want to do in life 5 years from now? So how do you know if you are achieving your goals if you're not tracking it? Right? So that's the first benefit of tracking your life. You've got to understand exactly where you are. Now, many people don't want to track their life when things are not well. Diba? Pangit na nga, ba't mo pa tinatrack, coach? Okay? So, I have clients when we run through their lives, okay? Coach Kendra, okay, from Texas, USA, thank you for joining us tonight, okay? Our founder, our master coach, and the founder of the Life Coach Training Institute, okay? So, many people, when we start working, I have a couple of clients, when we start working, and we try to see their previous accomplishments in life, they can tell you what they've been through, what they have achieved and all, and yet, you will find there are gaps. Okay, there are gaps in their lives, and you would notice these gaps are the years or the season where they met difficulties, challenges, and what they call failures. But you see, failures, okay, is almost always, okay, is what propel us to success. It would always be a springboard for us to achieve greater things in life. Okay, I am yet to meet a great man or woman who says, I never failed. Come on now. Everyone has failed, right? I have countless of failures in my life. I am where I am today because I have failed a countless times, and I tried a countless times more to get better each day, right? So, another benefits of tracking your life is you build and maintain, okay, you build and maintain new habits. New habits and new routines, okay? So, you might be going through life for the past years, decades, okay, a decade or so, and you are so accustomed and familiar with the things that you do, day in, day out, okay? Sometimes you put in a little more, a little habit on health, a little habit on finances, a little of that, a little, but you don't really look into how am I doing with the complete package of my life? How am I building my life, okay, using habits, routines, okay, principles that would propel my growth, okay? So, without tracking your life, you will not be able to understand and really capture where you need improvements and where you need nurturing, where you need help. It means that you just go through life as it is, okay? So many people are just one session, one learning, one class away from being skilled person to what they wanted to do in life, okay? So the way I would always define a fulfilled life is you are doing what you are passionate about, you are skilled with it, and there's a market demand for it. So when you want to do something that you are passionate about, you need skills. But skills is something that you acquire and you develop over time. And you need to study. Now, if you're not tracking your life, how do you know what skills you need to develop? How do you know what tools you need to get? Like what we do as a life coach, there's a lot of people who's been doing life coaching for years. Maybe they've been doing life coaching long before they met me, okay? Longer than I'm doing life coaching. I've been doing performance coaching and executive coaching in the workplace, but until I really braced myself with life coaching, did I find the tools I needed to do what I'm doing today. And a year have passed, and my success and my fulfillment, my achievements in 1 year is nothing compared to the past year, simply because I was able to acquire the right skills, the right tools, and of course build the right community. So if you're not tracking your life, how do you know what you need to have? Okay? And the third one would be here. Would you agree with me that life changes every day? Would you agree with me that lives continue to grow and improve and evolve every day? Yes? Okay, if you are not tracking your life, how would you know, okay, the trends, the changes, the improvements that you needed to adopt, to embrace? Okay? Every day is an opportunity for learning, relearning, and unlearning. And all of these things comes from the point and reality that life continues to move on every day. Okay? There are things that you learned yesterday that you know for years, but that you need to let go, unlearn, not because they're no longer true, but it doesn't hold right now the requirements of your season. So you've got to unlearn it, and you've got to learn new things. There are skills that you need to relearn over and over again to make you effective. All right? So, okay. Coach Jendi, Coach John, and AZ, hello. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Now, if you are watching online and if you're watching us on a replay, I want to challenge you really, okay? Think about of the things that propel your growth, propel change, propel transformations in your life, and you would see, okay, that these are the things where you track, right? So you improve in your education, you improve in your work because you track your progress at work, you track your career, right? You track, for those of you who's, you know, very embracing and really enjoying a very good relationships with people, because you track your skill, people's skills. You track what you're giving. You track how are you faring in that kind of relationship. So basically the point here is, if you want to improve on something, you want to progress about something, and you want to stay really adept, okay, on one thing, you've got to track it. Now, life could be difficult, as many times they would be, but those tracking moments, okay, those moments you're tracking your difficulties and challenges would propel your change and your growth and your transformation. Only if you will use it the right way. Okay? So, let me run you through a couple of things that you need to drop. Are you ready? Okay, are you ready? Okay. One thing. Okay, one thing that I want you to track for healthy people in the house. Who are, I love it. I love what he said. He said, fit to work. Okay, who are fit to work? Who are the people who can work? Okay, you are fit to work, meaning you're earning money today? You don't want to believe? Ulitin natin. Who are medically fit to work today? Okay, the government or the government or the organizations can pay you for what you do and what you learn. Who can pay? Okay, you are? You are? Okay, so when you got this certificate that you are medically fit, okay, your perception is you are healthy. Am I correct? Yes. Am I correct? Yes. Okay, but are you really healthy? Are you really healthy? Now, what is health? Health is physical, mental, and spiritual. Okay? So, physical, mental, spiritual. So, how is your physical well-being, your mental well-being, and your spiritual well-being? A lot of people go to the gym, and with all due respect to the people who go to the gym, okay, I miss going back, okay, wait lang, you just said, Coach, don't, okay, I'm gonna read it in a while, okay? A lot of people go to the gym, and most of them would think and feel that they are healthy, okay? But the question is, are you really healthy? Okay, I want to read this through, okay, from Coach Kenda. She said, I do a full evaluation of my life every birthday. However, I do mini assessments monthly. That's wonderful, okay? That's wonderful. Let me read that again. I do full evaluation of my life every birthday. However, I do mini assessments monthly. So meaning, I think I've tackled this in our time management workshops, wherein you put into chunks, okay? You put it like, she's able, Coach Kendra is tracking her achievements, the things that she does, mini, every month, and then on a full scale on your birthday. Some people would do that on a Christmas or a New Year, right? And then at the end, they will do New Year resolution, and it's just other resolutions and nothing happens. Guilty as charged. Okay, thank you for sharing, Coach Kendra. All right, so let me just go back, okay? Physical, you're good, okay? But we were in a talk earlier, and Coach Candy was with me in the panel, and she said that, you know, she was teaching yoga, Pilates, and all, and she was physically fit way back then. And then all of a sudden, in one blow, okay, her physical body, okay, she was physically fit, but because there's something mentally happening within her, just one day she just collapsed into the mental state. Okay, that would we call mentally ill person. So here's the thing. Many times we are mistaken that when we are physically fit, we are also mentally fit. Okay, but it's not. There are a lot of physically fit people who are mentally challenged. And it will just be, okay, a little more time. Okay, okay, Coach Jo will say, hi, Coach A, and the decuppers, okay? Hello, Coach, okay. Decuppers, okay, the people who are, okay, decuppers means the people who are going to decup, all right, so. It will only take a little more time, okay, for your body to respond to your mental state. Earlier, we had the sharing, it says like, here's a person, physically fit, okay, all, you know, working, functional. And then, in a matter of 3 months, okay, this person is already very thin, not talking, you know, have really collapsed the physical conditions. So, when your mental state suffer, it will naturally be reflected in your physical. Definitely. All right. So your physical tiredness, your physical, you would say it's a mood swing. You would say, I just don't feel going out, or I feel like under the weather, or this is just Monday blues, however you call it. All right. Most of the time, the physical manifestations would immediately follow, okay, after your brain could no longer contain the state of your mental being. Okay. Now, the third thing is, when you talk about health, you could be physically fit, you could be mentally fit, but if you live on the ground, your spiritual state, sooner or later, it will catch on you. Okay? And sooner or later, okay, when challenges comes, when difficulty comes, okay, the way you would respond, the way you would handle difficulties, the way you would embrace the situation, okay, would practically show and manifest and display your spiritual state being. Okay, so when you talk about health, okay, remember that when we talk about your well-being, we're talking about physical, mental, and spiritual. Now, how do you track that? Okay, when you talk about health tracking, you've got Apple Health, you've got Fitbits, you've got My Fitness Pal, and there's a lot of things that you can use to track your physical fitness. But I don't know if there's a way for you to track your mental health, except on your behavior, your feelings, okay, and your dealings with people. You can say that I am mentally fit, but if you are not able to control your anger, okay, you may say that I have no mental issues, okay, but you can no longer communicate. You can no longer handle small stresses in life. Then definitely that speaks of your mental health, okay, and mental being. And your spiritual, okay, that's between you and the God that you serve. That's between you and the spirituality that you believe on. But definitely, a physically and mental fit person is holistically fit as long as there is that spirituality in place. All right. Sleep tracking. Who amongst you here track your sleeping patterns? Raise your hand. Who's sleeping 8 hours? Coach Kendra, how many hours you sleep? Okay, I'm not a good example of this. I'm not. Okay, I'm guilty as charged. Okay, well, I've read about it over and over. And yes, Coach Mel, I heard you. Sleep deprivation is not good. Okay, so I'm teaching this because I know it should be. Okay, a disclaimer. Okay, who among you here is tracking the amount of your sleep? Per project? Okay. Okay, here's the thing. You can use today, there's a lot of life cycle. Okay, I think today and life cycle are two apps that you can use to track your sleep. But here's the thing, okay. Who among you here feels you sleep less than what you need? Not because you're so tamad, okay? Not because you're sluggard, but you just know that you are deprived of sleep. That's me. Who among you here? Hindi nagtaas si Coach Rog, di ba? Nahiya siya. Okay, here's the thing. I know when you read Google, when you research Google, and when you research or read health sites, okay, they will tell you that you need to sleep 8 hours at least. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, that's not the focus of my topic. But I'll tell you that depending on the energy, okay, depending on the stretch that you need to do, depending on the work that you do, depending on the focus that you need to exert, okay, there is a matrix, okay, of the amount of sleep that you need to. Okay, so for some people, 8 hours is really what they need. For some people, when they sleep 8 hours, it's really miserable after they get up. So one doctor I spoke with, he said, your body will not lie. Your body will not lie. So if you're able to sleep like 8 hours, because that's what you've read, and then when you get up, you start to feel the muscles aching. You feel like sluggard, and you feel that you lack that energy, then 8 hours is not good enough for you. Okay, so you try to leverage on it. You do it like, I've tried it. Okay, to me the best is 6 hours. Okay, max on me 6 hours. If I go beyond 6 hours, of course I don't sleep that much as well, but if I try to go and force myself 6 hours and more, I would really feel not so good. I've tried it with myself. Okay, 6 hours is really perfect for me. Okay, 4 hours is a luxury, 2 hours is everyday thing, but 6 hours is what is perfect for me. So, according to the doctor I've spoken, he said, you have to listen to your body because your body will not lie. So, if you are a medical practitioner out there, you are a health practitioner, okay, Coach Candy, right? It's your body telling you exactly the amount, right? Fitness people, you also say that.
It's actually versus the energy or the amount of energy that you give prior to
It's the amount of energy that you release before you rest, right? So that before you take that rest, and if you have not released enough energy, okay, and you sleep 8 hours, then you will not feel good. Okay, Coach John, where are you getting the energy, Coach? I really don't know, okay? When I get to know, I'll let you know, okay? That has been the questions I've been getting. So when I get that, okay, when finally it dawned on me, I'll tell you. But actually, I know. Every day of my life is, I'm so full of excitement. Okay, it's really the people I meet, the people I deal with, the people, should I say the lives that I communicate online and offline. I'm full of excitement. I don't know, but I'm so blessed for countless of months. It's been many months right now that I would really wake up. Parang ano lang yan, yung pag-idlip mo, tapos pagising mo, yes! I don't know. I've been like that and I'm blessed with that. Okay? And I'm blessed with a spouse who drives for me right now, so I can sleep in between when he drives. So that's a luxury for me right now after my surgery. But I believe that energy comes from the passion and the purpose. Let me repeat that. A passion and a purpose. Many people are passionate, but if you don't have a purpose for your passion, nothing will happen. Okay? If you are just passionate and you don't see the purpose, you will not take action. And if you don't take action, you will lose the momentum. Okay? Ano yan eh? Momentum. So, an object, okay, an object on the go would always be on the go, lalo na kang tao. Okay? So, going back, let me just stress what Coach Candy, she's a fitness, she's a fitness coach before she became a life coach. She's been a teacher of this. The amount of energy that you release before your sleep, okay, matters or would define or determine the amount of rest that you need. So you just imagine if you are sluggard for the whole day. You're just in bed, doing nothing, eating chips and watching television. And you feel so sleepy and sleep for 10 hours or 12 hours. You understand what will happen to you. I don't think you feel good. I haven't tried, but I don't think so. I cannot relate. So for those of you who've tried it, it's headache, right? That's what people say. So this is not a personal testimony, so I cannot vouch for it. But people would say that if you stay in bed, eat chips, watch movie, TV, and fell asleep because you're tired, your eyes is too tired, try to sleep for 10 hours or 12. When you get up, you feel so tired with all the headaches and body aches. Okay, so if you've tried that, please comment and say agree and true, because I don't know, but that's what I've heard from the people I deal with. True. Okay, they said true. 10 hours with the hangover. So I don't think you feel good, no? Hangover eh. Right? Okay, so let's move on. Another thing that you have to do, okay, to track is personal finance. Personal finance. Okay. You've got Packets Mint, you've got Mint, and you've got a lot of applications out there. By the way, the applications I'm sharing with you are those that I can research and find in the internet. I am in no way an affiliate marketing of this application, so I'm not promoting it. All I'm saying is there are already applications that you can use to track your finances. But as a life coach, here what I'm coming in, okay? Some people fret and are not comfortable doing budget. Who's doing budget here? Okay, budget tracking. Okay, so, you know, very simple with budget. A lot of people fret of doing exactly, allocating. Some people find it difficult to budget because they would say, konti na nga yung pera, iba-budget mo pa. Okay, in English, okay, I have little to budget. Why would I, waste time budgeting? Hello, if you have little, the more you budget, the more you need it. And if you have more, then you still have to budget. Because if you cannot budget the small things, the small amount, definitely you cannot budget for the big amounts. Okay. Now, there's a lot of strategy to make budgets, but one thing that I got from Chinkitan many years back, I think a decade over. I attended one of his talk on till debt do us part. Debt is utang, okay? Debt do us part. And he shared of the concept of envelope system. Okay, I don't know if you've heard of it, but the envelope system is when the money comes in, all right, you do your tithing, you do your giving, you do your sharing, your charity and all, and the money that's left, of course, you do your savings, you appropriate it according to the envelopes. So you've got separate envelopes like for food, for clothing, everything. And then, so if you are having difficulty tracking, it just simply means that when there's money still in the envelope, then you can spend. No money in the envelope, no more spending. As simple as that. Okay, so that's the concept of the envelope system. Okay, when you get the money and then, okay. Now, one thing I want to share with you as well that I got from him, which until today, I would tell you really works for me. He said that, okay, if you have a loan, kung may utang ka, okay, kung may utang ka sa bangko, may utang ka sa credit card and all, he said, you do not have the right to have a savings. Okay, this is from Chinkitan. It's not an original of me, but I got this over a decade ago, and it served its purpose in my life. Okay, he said, empty your pocket, empty your bank account, okay, cut your credit card, and pay, okay, all your creditors, all the people to whom you owe something. It doesn't really matter if you can pay in whole, but give, pay. Okay. So he said, how could you have a savings if you owe somebody else? Now it's different when you owe somebody out of business. No, that's another realizations I've learned through the years that business loan is different. Okay, because in business you really have to make loans and rotate it. And would you agree with that, Sale? Okay, I'm talking about personal loans, personal deficits, personal things that obligations. One thing that works with me out of that teaching from Chinkitan is this, personally, okay? Because he said, how could you spend on luxury when you owe someone else? Okay, you know one thing that we've experienced as a family, one thing we've done as a family, there was like 2 years or 3 years in our lives that, okay, we were not watching movie. We're not. Because how could we watch movie if we owe people some money? So instead of watching movie, we would give that amount to pay our debts. So there was a moment, there was a season in life that money was difficult, that there was wrong decision in business, and we had, those times when it was very low. And learning from Chinkitan, okay, there was like 3 years that we would not spend money on our movie time. But God is good, okay, God is good in our family, and that's a personal experience. I had an employee who've got a sister who works in a cinema. And she got this allocation of tickets. And eventually, after 1 year, okay, of doing that, we would receive an allocation of ticket regularly for us to watch. Yep. That was a real story of our family. But for 3 years, we were not spending. And because of that then, until today, barely we watch. Barely we watch. Okay? If it's just like when needed. Okay? Another thing that we've done is no travel. No travel. No out of town. No nothing at all. And then clothing. We don't buy clothes, okay, unless otherwise needed because we owe people. So that teaching that was like over a decade ago served its purpose, and we're back on our shoes today because of that principle. So I hope you learn from that in terms of financial. Yes, Coach Candy?
Also, that is from Chiquitan.
From Chiquitan, okay.
You only meet once, you only live once. So, usually, people, they spend money that they don't have. Just get the experience of YOLO.
Yeah.
So, eventually, sa kaka-YOLO mo, magkaka-YOLO ka. You own loans outrageously.
Yeah. Okay, kakayolo mo daw. This is from Chinkitan according to Coach Keddy. Okay. You live only once, right? So you spend outrageously. Eventually, you've got like you own loans outrageously. So you've got really, okay. From the time I got my credit card, that was over a decade ago. Because of that session I attended with Chinkitan, until today, I don't have a credit card. That's been a decade. Okay. Gerald, sabi niya, miss you all. We miss you also. We're waiting you back here in the Philippines, okay? So, finally, I wanna walk you through into, okay, habits and life tracking. Yan, dito na po tayo. Habits and life tracking. Who among you here got habits in life? Habits. Bad habits. Okay. You know, when you learn how to track your life, okay, you will be able to identify what's helping you and what's hindering you. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. So, how many of you here would say, I've got habits that will give me millions? And you are quiet. Or how many of you here would say, I've got habits that's causing me to lose money? I got habits that will bring in the best relationship in my lives. Or I got habits that's wrecking and making my relationships dysfunctional. Come on now. Let's talk about habits. Personal habits. How many of you would say, you know exactly what serves you well as a person? Okay. Every day of your life, do you have habits that bring in or attract the kind of relationships that you want to have in your life? Don't get, okay. There's somebody reacting there. That's not a can sound, that's a real sound, and we're live. Right? There are past relationship, dysfunctional relationship, broken relationship in the past, right? How many of you have that? I have that. You don't have?
I had.
Ah, you had, right? Okay. We all had bad relationship, dysfunctional relationship, broken relationship, failed relationship in the past, right? Would you agree with me?
Yes.
And you would agree with me, okay? See, I told you, there are real people in the house, okay? And those failed relationship, dysfunctional relationship in the past, we don't want to repeat it again, right?
Yes.
Okay? You will be insane to tell me no. Of course, you don't want to repeat it, right? Hello? Okay. Okay. I will bet that you have more than one failed relationships. Come on now. You have more than one, right? All right? Okay. So let me throw in this question. How many of you now deliberately every day of your life is doing one thing, just one thing to improve your level of relationship with people?
Me, coach me.
Yes, me na, coach na. You're doing, right? Okay. Ha? Umiiwas ako pag okay? So, you've got failed relationship, you've got dysfunctional relationship. You've got relationship that did not serve your purpose in the past or were terminated, okay? Were terminated earlier than you want. Terminated daw kasi natapos na hindi mo gusto. It was terminated from above, sabi ng ibang tao. But there are really relationship that you were forced to end, okay? I want to say you were forced to end, okay? Circumstances allowed it to end, correct? And no one in the sense, in the right sense of mind would say, I want to repeat that. Correct? But are you in your sense of mind and frame that every day of your life, there is really one thing that you do deliberately to improve the quality of your relationships? Yes. And if you have not answered me yes, keep thinking. Because you should. Relationship don't just happen just like that. Quality relationship, beautiful relationships, fruitful relationship, thriving relationship takes time and effort and takes deliberate actions and nurturing. Would you agree? Okay. So unless you're doing that today, I think you would expect what kind of relationship you would have tomorrow. Relationship. Number 2. How many of you have a very definite routine everyday, routines every day, that you know will bring fruitfulness at the end of the day? Ayan, sige. Sabi ni Coach John Tanya, ilan na lang silang natira. I'm picking the pieces up again. Wow, with the sad face. Ay, Coach John. Oo, nag-sad face kasi si Coach John eh, di ba? Okay. So, how many of you here have these routines daily that will bring the quality of results that you want at the end of the day? You know, many times, I think I posted it earlier to our Coach A coaching community, many times we just leave things that way, all right? And we don't take a deliberate efforts and routines to nurture the quality of results of things at the end of the day. Okay? Every day, we wake up and we want our day to be fruitful, correct? Every day we wake up and we desire that the day will end with a bang, okay? That the day will bring us what we wish for, what we dream for, what we hope for. But the question is, do you have this set of routines? Do you have these habits that propel that? Yes. At yung mga hindi sumagot, tahimik po tayo. Okay. I have one coach here who would always watch my video. Why? Taking a bath. Okay, you can hear my voice. Even if you're taking a bath, you don't have to see my face. You just have to hear me. All right. Taking off from Coach Mix saying that, I also do that, by the way. Okay? There are really podcasts and master coaches also that I follow through, speakers that I follow through. When I take a bath, when I have my, my moment, my resting moment, I'm still listening. I still do that until today. Okay. So what are other routines that you can think of? Okay. One routine that you should be having every day is the learning time. Trust me. Learning time. Please don't let it go. So we talk about relationship and we talk about your habits and routines, and one of that top of that would be, okay, your learning. Okay, now, third is, do you have a personal beautification project? Do you have a personal beautification project? Oo. Sa Tagalog daw po ay balik-alindog. No, ayoko ng balik, dapat ibig sabihin no, nawala. Paano kung hindi nawala? Di walang bumabalik. Alright, what is personal beautification project? You've got to be sure that every day of your life, you do something not just to keep you beautiful, but to make you even more beautiful. No. Don't settle with toothbrush, okay? I don't believe that there's no hope. Okay. Number one, beautification starts from the inside to the outside, right? Would you agree? Yes. Yeah. When you feed yourself with healthy things, you start to bloom again because your inner is blooming. Okay? Because when you nurture your inside, naturally it shows in the outside. Now, but it wouldn't show it's in the outside, then you maintain your hygiene, okay? You maintain your grooming, okay? And one practical tips, okay, a couple of practical tips is, please do some review of your wardrobe. Wardrobe, your apparel, your clothing, okay? You don't have to maintain a lot, but you have to maintain decent and something that would really present who you really are, okay? Why do I say that? All of us grow, would you agree? All of us mature, would you agree? All of us progress in life, yes? All of us get promoted in our career, correct? And some of your clothing no longer serves your purpose. Some of the clothes no longer represents who you are. And you would say, sayang naman. Okay, it's a waste. This is expensive. You know what? There's a lot of people who will be blessed by those clothing. So give it away. Give the blessing away. Let it be a blessing to other people because those have already served its purpose on you. Okay? And finally, when you talk about routines, when you talk about habits, okay, I want you to remember, okay, your morning and evening routines. Morning and evening routines. Okay, in my case, before and after I sleep. Okay, so it's not morning and evening. Okay, but if you are a normal person, okay, it serves a purpose. Okay, just hold in there. Okay, Coach Malu said, okay, Malu said, personal beautification, wearing a smile first in the morning, that would also be a routine. Oh, maganda yon. Wear a smile. When you get up on bed, the moment you get up, okay, please start wearing a big smile. Okay, not the big titty smile, the natural smile. Okay, okay. Morning routines and evening routines. Okay, when you get up and before you doze off are very important routines. In time management workshop, I teach my students to prepare, have a mental picture, a mental readiness of how it would be in the morning. How would it be the next day? Okay, because that's going to be healthy for you. In the morning, okay, most that works for most of the people would be prayer, get connected with your spirituality, meditation, a moment of silence, whatever works for you, okay? But please, it is really important and it is something that you cannot let go, okay? It's having a morning and an evening routine. Okay, now, we've talked about a couple of things that you can start doing to improve the quality of life and the way you live your life. But we go back to the benefits of tracking each and every of our progress. Because at the end of the day, we need to really track our life because we are a living person with purpose and destiny. And we will not be able to understand if we are right on track if we are not tracking. Correct? How do you say that I am right on track if you are not tracking? Okay, it's like driving on a road, like driving, okay, north, east, southwest. When you are in a road traveling, you always want to check. Are you still on gear? Are you still on the map? Are you still on the true north? Are you still where you're supposed to be headed? Okay, is everything set? Okay, do you have the machine, the gear, okay, the engine still in place for you to reach your destinations? There are more danger, okay, than benefits if you just live life without tracking, okay? It could be difficult, it could be challenging, especially if you have not done this before, but trust me, okay, when you track your life, you become on track. Without tracking, it is impossible to see where indeed you are in the present seasons of your life. At the end of the day, this is your life and only you can track it. Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A. Thank you for joining me again for our Tuesday Kapehan night. See you again. Good night.